Lance with FreeLance Dog Training. This video is going to teach you how to train your dog to calm down. It'll be real helpful for those of you that have dogs that need to chillax a bit, de-stress and decompress, turn down the volume, reel it in a bit, read the room, take a chill pill, simmer down, take it easy, calm their But a calm down cue can be useful in a variety of scenarios, including rough play with other dogs, mouthing too hard on your arm, or slowing their pace down when they are attached to a long line or a retractable leash. So I'll demonstrate how to teach the easy command in all three of those scenarios, and it can generalize to many other scenarios that your dog just needs to turn it down a bit in. But a calm down cue is incredibly useful for most dogs, but especially if your dog is easily excitable. What most people get wrong about teaching their dog a verbal cue that means for them to calm down is that they tend to yell it, or they say it sternly in order to coerce the dog into being calm through threat. Don't do that. Oftentimes it will just add fuel to the flames of excitement, and it will ramp up their energy, or the dog owner yells loud enough so it does scare the dog into calming down, but then the dog relies on that owner to raise their voice in order to get their dog to listen to them. We don't want either of those scenarios, so do not yell at your dog to get them to calm down. So instead, I recommend to teach this easy cue in 3 ways. That way, the concept of calming down generalizes to more scenarios outside of those 3 situations. Here are 3 ways to teach your dog to calm down. If you like to wrestle or grapple with your dog, this is called personal play, and you can teach your dog to calm down during sessions of personal play. So to teach calm down, you can do it by just playing with your dog basically, and ramping up play and then stopping and saying easy when you stop, and try to have him mirror your calm energy. If he tries to continue playing with you, then I would say no, and I'd spray him with a squirt bottle. Then repeat easy. It's a crazy boy. It's a crazy boy. And then I stop and I say easy. No. So since he kept pressing there, I marked with no, and then I corrected. Easy. I don't want to start off super high again. Instead, we ramp it back up gradually. Crazy boy. Crazy boy. That's a crazy boy. It's a crazy boy. Easy. Good boy. Good boy, Billy. Good. So if he pressed me right there to try to make me initiate play with him, I would have corrected him. Okay. But right here, I'm trying to make him mirror my energy. If he calms down, then we calmly praise it. So to teach calm down, I gradually ramp up my play. He's a crazy boy. He's a crazy boy. He's a crazy Billy. He's a crazy boy. Easy. And then after
that was good.
50 reps of this, then I can apply easy to other scenarios that he's too hyped in. He's too hyped about the guest coming in. You can ask him to be easy, and then everybody else around him is calm too. And if he still stays really hyped up and he doesn't bring it down a notch, no, easy. And then when he does bring it down a notch, calmly praise. We don't want to go, oh, good boy, and have him go crazy again. Instead, it's just easy, good boy, good. Billy's crazy though, so maybe don't touch him. Maybe don't touch him.
Billy is crazy.
Yeah. Crazy dog. Now the tools that you can use to enforce the calm down cue are a squirt bottle, a shake can, a pet corrector, a collar correction, and a vibrate from a remote collar. He's a crazy boy. Oh, he's a crazy boy. Oh, he's a crazy boy. Oh, he's a crazy boy. Easy. No. Easy. Good. That was vibrate. I pressed vibrate when I said no. Wanna fight? This is an example of a dog with a stimulus control issue. When the dog is excited, it can't help but to displace its inner excitement by mouthing something nearby. Since he struggles to relax, I put him into a sit with leash pressure to give him more guidance, instead of just letting him move to mouth something nearby. Easy. Easy. Good. Good boy. Easy. Sit. Sit. Good. Sit. Good. Good. Stimulus control issues can manifest into more and more pushy behaviors like reactivity and even resource guarding, so it's important to introduce the concept of easy with this game since it's a controllable scenario that's less intense than scenarios like seeing other dogs or guests coming inside. If during this game your dog mouths too hard, say no and follow it up with some form of correction. This teaches bite inhibition, which is your dog's ability to recognize how much pressure they're using with their mouth and to use a soft mouth most of the time. These personal play sessions are also a good time to teach the concept of an on-off switch. For Moose, his on cue was wanna fight. Most of the time I use the cue ready. Moose's off switch was enough, but for most dogs, I use all done. After an off switch is taught during personal play sessions, it can be generalized to other scenarios like the end of an activity like fetch or play with another dog. When implementing the off switch during personal play sessions, you can either ignore your dog after saying it and correct them if they try to re-engage in the game, or you can help them by putting them into a downstay until you see them relax by turning onto their side or resting their chin or sighing or any other signals that show that your dog is fully relaxed. The second way that you can teach easy is when using a long line or a retractable leash, say easy before they hit the end of the line or before you press the button on your retractable leash. If you are using a retractable leash and not saying easy before they hit the end of the line or before you press the button to stop them, you're desensitizing them to collar corrections and making the leash one of the most useful training tools useless. Over repetitions of easy on walks where you use the verbal cue before the leash stops them, they will learn to slow down to avoid a leash correction.
Easy. Let's go. Good girl. Easy.
Praise them when they do slow down after you give them the verbal cue. And if they come back to you or wait for you, that's okay. Just say let's go to keep them moving. They met criteria by not staying at the same pace, but they don't have to stop or come back to you. Those would be the come or the wait commands. But over many walks with consistent timing, your dog will just learn to slow down when they hear the word easy.
Easy. Good. Easy. Good. Easy. Good.
And the third scenario to teach the word easy is during play with another dog. I usually save this one for last because it's hardest and I don't want to set the dog up for failure. As in, I don't want to correct every single time for a while before the dog starts getting it. But that may happen depending on how excitable that your dog is. But over time, they will learn that when they hear easy, they need to tone it down a notch before they are corrected with either a squirt bottle, a shake can, or a pet corrector, or a vibrate from a remote collar. These are clips from Wanda's first session using the calm down cue during play with another dog. I saved this scenario for last because it's likely the most difficult scenario for Wanda since she loves to play with other dogs, even if they don't love playing with her back. So after delivering a loud but not stern calm down cue, I used the shake can, a Gatorade bottle with a few rocks in it, to correct both dogs if they did not tone down their level of play.
Yeah, and then my criteria for that is like at least 30 seconds of being a little bit calmer. And then if they ramp it back up gradually, I might ask them to stop again.
If one had calmed down and the other one did not, I'd use a squirt bottle on the calm down cue offender. That way, if one dog does calm down, they still aren't corrected by a noise-making correction like a shake can.
Easy. Easy. Good. Good dogs. Oh, they're making out.
Hey. Easy.
Good.
I would use the same verbal cue that you're using in all three of these scenarios so that that word generalizes into the concept of calm down. Then it can be used in other scenarios like calming down when guests arrive, calming down so that you can leash them up to go on the walk, or a scenario like this where I ask the dog to calm down a bit before I allow them to meet a new friend.
Still vocalizing, but it's better than hackles and intense. Easy. Good. Good girl. You're free.
If you want the dogs to not just calm down but to stop playing altogether, you could use the off switch. If they continue to engage in play, correct them immediately and repeat the off switch. All done.
All done. So easy. So easy. Good.
So those are 3 ways of teaching your dog to calm down. I'd recommend to teach it in all 3 ways because you're likely doing all 3 of those things already. So then be mindful about when to use an on-off switch and a calm down cue in those scenarios, and then you can generalize it to other scenarios that they need to chill out a bit in. So thank you for watching this video. I hope that it was helpful. If it was, please like, subscribe, and share with another responsible dog owner. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to leave them down in the comments. Have fun training your dog.